Who's ready for some madness in the month of March? This is a look at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Michigan State men's basketball team will be playing later this week. Tom Izzo and the Spartans will take on Mississippi State at 12:15 on Thursday. They will be the first game to tip off in the round of 64. The selection was a bit more nerve-wracking than others for the Spartans, as they were projected to be on the bubble, but they do get in rather comfortably as a 9 seed. Michigan State in the West region will face the 8 seed Mississippi State, as I mentioned. Tom Izzo not paying much attention to the number in front of his team's name. He looked relieved and refreshed and is just thankful his team gets another chance to begin a new season and extend the NCAA tournament streak for MSU that is now at 26 straight appearances.
I was a little concerned about, until 10 o'clock last night, I felt pretty good. And then when that stuff came across the air for the first time that we were a bubble team, to be honest with you, I was shocked. I haven't slept since. But, it was one of the most anxious days of my career. The sitting back and waiting is really something. I haven't had to do that many times. Right now, I'm just happy we're in. I'm happy we have an opportunity to keep playing. I'm hoping we can use the experiences we've had to put some things together and see where it takes us.
To be honest, I didn't think about it. Just for me personally, I believed in my guys. I believed in the games that we went through this year, some of the teams that we played. We didn't get in the way that we liked, for sure, but I believe that we were getting in.
All right, so here's a look at the potential first weekend for MSU. If the Spartans can get past Mississippi State on Thursday, they would likely face the 1 seed, the North Carolina Tar Heels, in the round of 32. That game would be played on Saturday. Again, if the Spartans can get past the Bulldogs. And shortly after the men learned their fate in the tournament, the MSU women found out their spot in the NCAA tournament as well. In her first season as head coach, Robin Freilich is leading the Spartans to their first NCAA tournament since 2021. Freilich Spartans at 22-8 nabbed the number 9 seed, just like rival Michigan did, who will play Kansas. But as for MSU, they will battle 8th-seeded North Carolina in Columbia, South Carolina. That game will be played Friday at 11:30 in the morning on ESPN2. The Spartans know better than to look past their first-round game. They're just embracing the opportunity not every team gets to experience.
It's so hard. I think I read somewhere that it's 18% of teams, right? So you think of all of Division I women's basketball teams, 18% of teams make this tournament. That means you have to have a body of work. You have to be able to string. It's not about being good once in a while. You have to put consistency together. You have to put a body of work together. And I think that's what I'm most proud of with this group, is that they have shown, it's not like we've just had a good night. They have shown over the course of a season the ability to put a memorable season together. And when you come in as a new coach, and that's something that people talk about as being important and something they want, you feel really compelled by that. And so I know our staff, that's something from day one with this group we've felt really compelled by.
All right, just like the men's team, if the women can get by North Carolina, they will likely face a 1 seed themselves, an undefeated South Carolina. That is the host of the 4 games that you're seeing on your screen. All 4 of those games in Columbia, South Carolina, just about an hour and a half away from Charlotte. So if you're sitting at home and you're weighing, do I go watch Michigan State in the tournament? Well, you might actually be able to watch both of them. An hour and a half drive if you're willing to make it. But if you're willing to fly down to Charlotte, you probably are.
What's another hour and a half?
Yeah, right, right. And they're on Thursday and then Friday, so different days. It works out well.
Do I have to move the hotel room?
Yeah, that's true. Or you could just stay one and do. I don't know. All right.